My name is Marla Madrid. I first took the 200-hour certification in 2011, and then I took the 300-hour course last summer. So as a profession, I'm a social worker. I've been a social worker professionally for 20 years, and I have a small private practice in Strasbourg. I serve individuals, families, couples, groups, anywhere from, struggling with things from depression, anxiety to substance use. It's kind of interesting. I've developed the yoga lady, the yoga lady in Strasbourg. It's a small community. It's a small corridor because there are several communities along the corridor about 6 miles apart from each other. So I serve about 4 communities along the corridor. And so I've kind of developed this, go see the yoga lady, she'll teach you some things. So the very first time I walked into Access Yoga, I was overwhelmed. I was really there to just enhance. I'm very physical, and my body had been for most of my life. And I really thought it was going to be just about, learning how to really balance upside down and whatever it was all going to be physical. And I knew about the breath work because that's kind of how I started in yoga practice. But I didn't realize that there was this whole level of, this beauty of what you could do with it. I started to realize just how simple but powerful it was. And what Access did was it took these very large concepts and made them simplified in a way that I understood them. It was work. I like to say that Access is the Harvard yoga trainings. Getting through the 200-hour, it opened up this whole other world. And when the 300-hour came 4 years later, I was completely on board. And so given that freedom and liberation it kept me going. And certainly I blossomed in probably those 4 years more than I had in a few decades in my life. It became fascinating, it became fun to learn, it became exciting. They do so well, the instructors, and really I think the people that just are supposed to be there at that time, we all share that grid, and they made it so welcoming and they made it so gentle to get through. People come and they're looking for something to shift. And what I found is the practice of yoga has really provided a capacity for one to ultimately express what's within. I've seen the most, aha moments happen with those that I teach in larger groups of substance use disorders. They struggle with that. So a lot of co-occurring, meaning there's some mental stuff going on along with the substance. And what they've come to, just even a 30-second belly breath has been significantly changing for them. And they're able to talk about that in the group about, when I go to court, I'm not as stressed or worried, or I don't start to think about, how I'm going to fail at all of this. They start to think about, okay, how do I navigate this? And it's just through the belly breath. I was taught the 4 faculties of the brain in the 300-hour class, and it was laid out very well. And it's something that I think has been transformative. So I'm sharing this gift with people, and what they're taking from it is they're starting to look at how there's something in this practice for everyone, especially through the 4 faculties, because they can think on different realms in their own mind, and they never really knew that they had that ability. And so what the feedback that I get is there's always something in yoga for everyone. Whether they're there to express an incredible amount of joy, happiness, achievement, or grief, trauma, sadness, there's a go-to for